everybody, hello there, everybody, hello there, everybody. Hey there, welcome to the Loose Lumiere channel. I still want to say Loose Lumiere show. What are you thinking? You ever ask yourself, what am I thinking? And I'm not saying what am I thinking because I'm crazy, just like, nobody ever really thinks that. No, nobody really asks that. Here's the point of this reading. I sometimes watch the readings on this channel and get insight into myself, and I find that to be so helpful because it helps uncover some of the things that have been buzzing in the background but aren't in the foreground, and I get to see them and I get to hear them and I get to hear them called out and myself called out, and to help me sift my motives. And I've found that when that happens, not only am I A, super freaked out, B, super spooked, C, I feel better. It's like validation and a pressure button is released, and I feel better, bro. Like, I just feel better when I pick a reading that tells me how I'm feeling. And those are like the what is she thinking or whatever. So I wanted to offer this to anybody that wants to know what they're thinking, anybody that has a vested interest in themselves and getting a bit more clarity about themselves. So I'm going to be telling you what you're thinking. This is pile 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. You got it? Pick a card, pick a pile. The timestamps are in the description box below. If you'd like a personal reading after this, that would be great. Feel free to hit me up in the inbox. Information for that is in the description box below too. Otherwise, I'll see you in the comments. And I wonder, who else is feeling like you? It might be interesting to find out. So we're actually going to start with pile... Oh god. Where is ours? Pile 2. Pile 2, what are you thinking? Okay. That's sweet. I feel like pile 2, you're thinking about your legacy, but you're a bit torn on how to do it. You're thinking about your future quite a bit. And I feel like you may be in a state of inaction because I'm going to stick with that. You don't quite know where to go or how to do it or where to go or how to do it. I feel like you're torn between letting things come to you, whether it's letting love come to you and romance and let it knock on your door, or whether it's just, letting opportunities find you, like, mystically, and in the newspaper, on TV, in the shower, bing, 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 a nice idea comes to you, or something like that. You're torn between that avenue of things versus the, I gotta make shit happen. I have to make my destiny. I have to take the steps to build the blocks. I have to, I have to break my door down or put a sign over my door saying single and ready to mingle, or opportunities come here. It seems like you kind of try to balance between those two. It could be something that's currently in your world. New opportunities, new chances. Maybe you've moved. Maybe you've been given a blank-ish slate, or you've been given something new to build something on. Be it a person to build something off of, be it a new role to build something off of, or be it an opportunity, an idea, a creative endeavor to build something off of and do something with. Or you're going towards something in the future, which really, my readings, if you're new to the channel, are really layered. Those could literally be the same thing. Time is kind of weird in my readings. So it could be something of both, but how? What is the best way for you to approach it is sort of where I'm feeling you're at. You were literally, I just realized this man it's so hilarious because the Emperor is kind of a do. Like, it's an action to me. To me, the Emperor has always struck me as an action card, building his legacy, planning and building his future, looking over his domain, and, you know, doing things. And then you have the Hermit, who is a, like, more of a don't do. He is more of a chill, take a break, like, let shit come to you. You know, for now, just focus on you and your spiritual, and, like, your path, and just tune into your being. And yet, the king, the emperor, who's the doer, is sitting, and the person who is the hermit, who is a chill and that type of energy for me, that vibe, is standing, and he has something come to him. So I feel like this is where you are, this sort of space of, do I do and not do? And perhaps you find yourself balancing the two in a weird way that sometimes you do and sometimes you don't do. And maybe you crucify yourself for doing too much, or more often, you probably crucify yourself for doing nothing when you don't do anything because you want things to pop off. So number 2, I'm going to get you some guidance. Like, let's get you some guidance. Time to go slipped out, and time to go is really just expressing, I feel like, this whole energy of time to go is literally like leave, go, leave. But in the protection position, the upside down position, it's basically like you can go for now. You can go for now, not forever. You can come back to it. So it's sort of validating. Like, yeah, no, we see that you're in this type of energy, this stop go energy. But what's the guidance here? Yeah. Yeah. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Treasure Island in protection. Time for a nap in protection. Exchanging gifts in protection. This talks about balance, giving and receiving, and doing too much of one thing or another. Sorry about that. Okay, I think we're good. Sorry about that. I apologize for that. Time for a nap is similarly to, this is about doing too much. It's overload. You are overloaded. Treasure Island to me feels like what's yours won't bypass you. It won't, what's yours won't run away from you. It's going to be, what's yours is yours. No one else can take it. Exchanging gifts is, to me, a reminder about balance. And it says, yeah, you know, be careful what you ask for, because you may have to work for it, essentially. You may have to, if you want to be a celebrity, you got to do the work to be a celebrity. You know, you've got to do the stuff. What I'm getting here is your journey is going to be what it's going to be. It's not going to be it's not going to be straightforward in the way you would want it to be straightforward. There's something here to me about almost acquiescing to the groove of things. If that makes sense. I want to read Treasure Island. I want to read Treasure Island to you. That's what's poverty consciousness and a sense of not enough cast a shadow on your path. These ideas and core beliefs come with a high cost. Do you really want to proclaim yourself a victim of disappointment and failed expectations? Are you avoiding success because you will grow so tall that others will want to cut you down? Or is it possible that you're caught in a fear that you will lose what you have acquired, so you hold on tight that you miss the opportunities to expand? You are challenged to change the way you see the world and move from a perception of limitations to a perception of abundance. Take a risk, for you have nothing to lose except your confinement in a prison of your own making. Open the door and find the abundance waiting for you to claim it. There's something here for me about dealing with this energy of stop, go, run, go, but almost about like the energy is going to, not the energy, I feel like these circumstances are not going to change. I'm sorry, it's going to be like that, but it's almost like the things that has to change is your perspective and how you handle it, the perspective and how you go about dealing with the stop, go, or the things that you are letting go of and also making effort. I feel like there's definitely an urgence here. Urgence? I don't know. A message here that says, yo, be graceful with yourself and your psyche and your being and you. Be graceful. Show yourself some love and TLC. But also know that what it is you are going to have to put in work. So you may need to come up with something that is going to work for you. If you're going to go hard on what it is you're going hard for when you're making that effort, make sure that when your crash comes or when your burnout comes or when the moment comes where you go, I need to take a step back, or when you need to work on something else, that you also allow yourself to do that and allow yourself the cycle. I feel like there's a lot of allowing yourself to stop, go, come back, that type of energy, and playing with it and sort of saying and accepting that, hey, this is how it's going to be, and not fighting it mentally. When you are resting or when you are taking a hiatus and doing other things, that you are allowing yourself to and giving yourself permission to, so that you're fully there. And when you are working towards whatever it is that you're working towards, that you are allowing yourself that as well. I feel like the guidance here is having mercy on yourself, having mercy on yourself and your expectations of yourself. What's yours is yours. You are going to get that new love, whether it's that business, whether it's that person, that relationship, that whatever that goal is for you, that creative endeavor. Like, you are going to have something in that arena. You're going to have to work for it, for sure, but you also have to like take time to chill and give yourself time to chill, because it's not going to run away from you. It's yours. It's waiting for you to catch up to it. It's yours. So be better to yourself. Be kinder to yourself. Okay? And change your perspective on how you feel about the energy that you're in. That may be your biggest bet to surviving through this energy. I really hope that served you and what you're thinking. I hope you got something out of it. I wish you everything. I really do. If you'd like a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. Keep your light on, honey, and good luck. Okay? Just us. Hey, number 3. Hey, number 3. Hey, number 3. Number 3, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? You have heart-to-heart conversations in the reverse and reconciliation in the reverse. You just don't think things are going to get better, are you? You just don't think things are ever going to get back to the way they used to be. You just don't think there's any way to start over. This does feel kind of romantic, to be honest with you. I don't see reconciliation as like something that isn't romantic. It could be a relationship with someone else, but this does feel like a people thing. This feels like you are dealing with a person, a human being, a relationship, possibly with a man, romantically. If you're a man, you could be, or I should say if you're a masculine person, you could be feeling like you've lost something and that you can't get it back, that you can't have the type of relationship that you used to have, that type of bond that you used to have, and is tearing up your heart. If you're more of a feminine energy, you might also be feeling that, but feeling that that person will not give you a chance, that that person may not want to come together again, that you may not be able to express yourself. And this also, in a not so dire way, could be where you're still around this person, but your relationship may not be as close as it used to be once, whether it's romantic, platonic, workalic. What do you call a work relationship? What is that? I always call those interpersonal. I don't know why. And that's what you're thinking, that there just won't be a fresh start. And maybe you've done some silly things, like embarrassing things, to like make believe that things are okay, and maybe you've gotten a weird look or just weird vibes because the other party just kind of gets that, yeah, no, we're broken. Things aren't the way they used to be. I'm having a hard time extrapolating this reading to other areas of life, like where it doesn't have to do with the career, with the person, romantic, platonic, familial, or otherwise. So, for those that are not thinking that or aren't dealing with something like that in your life, I'm sorry, baby. Just hang out and water the message to where you need it to be, because it still might hit. Yeah, I feel like maybe some silly mistakes. Someone may have had an affair here. Someone may have done something shisty, or someone may just, yeah, something shisty. Like if it's a friendship, and it could have been them, or it could have been you, and some things may have been said, and it just wasn't. It's just not good right now. It's not good, and you're wondering if things will ever get back together, if things are just broken forever, or if things should stay broken. If you should just give up, not just on this relationship, but all relationships. Damn. I'm gonna pull guidance for you right now to see what your guidance is given this situation. It's tearing up my heart when I'm with you. Da, 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 da. Not a big NSYNC person. I think that's NSYNC. I don't know how that song goes. I would like some corn right now. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. I feel like what was and isn't anymore. And it's time to look at what really things are and not what they could be or used to be with this particular situation. Who that person is, who you are, whatever transpired, there has been a shift in it. Things have changed. Things have changed. You have both zebras here. Things have changed, and did something. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, tell me what's up in the comments. But it feels like maybe you said something that you just shouldn't have, and are hardcore regretting it with this friend or this person in your life, or you did something. I feel like you said something and then did something, or you just said something foolish. I feel like use this opportunity to learn. If something happened to you, still use this opportunity to learn. Take the good and the bad and look at them as objectively as you can, and also as emotionally, to see how they affected you and what about those things affected you. To make amends with yourself or whomever this, and move on into something. I hope you can hear me. My connection is so bad. And move on into something better, taking the lessons that you've learned from this experience into something better. You can't control what this is. There's no, whatever this is, change has happened. change has taken place and the storm is already around. Do what you can, make amends, and really make amends, and try to change your behavior. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from whatever happened here. Try not to be so prideful, and do actually use this opportunity to make a good difference in your own life. Don't be too hard on yourself, but be the appropriate amount of hard on yourself, so that you make sure that you don't let something like this happen again and ruin your own relationship with yourself. This rift be mended. This isn't a predictive reading. It could be in the future, but it's the far future. And it's not going to happen at your hand of doing something. It's going to be at the hand of actually having real deep change for yourself and this other person and the circumstances in this situation. I really wish you everything. I hope you're okay. That must not have been hard to hear, but I hope that for those of you that rings true, that you did get the message that you needed to get. If you would like a personal reading, the information for that is in the description box below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Keep your light on, and good luck. See you in the comments. Bye-bye. Hey, number one. Hey, number one. Hey, number one. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Hey, number one. Trust, and your calling is, your soulmate is calling. That's what it looks like here, in reverse. Okay. I feel like trust has been broken. Hey? I feel like trust has been broken. Between you and someone else. It could be between you and something that you thought was yours. A role, your relationship with spirits. Maybe there was a miscommunication, or not a miscommunication, Luce. It was real. Spirit told me to turn left. I turned left and I landed in a ditch, Luce. What is that nonsense? I'm so sorry. Yeah. I really feel like trust has been broken, and you might be thinking whether or not you should trust again. I feel like a part of you does still trust, at least trust in the name of hope. I feel like a part of you does still hope. But it's hard. It's not easy. You're being harsher, and maybe you've hardened up a lot more, and it might be even difficult to de-harden. You want to trust, you want to hope, and a part of you does, but that cuts you. Ask that trust and that caution to have things the way you would like them to be, where you feel safe to trust opportunities. It's heavy. It feels like a lot, and it doesn't feel as secure as you would like it to be. And that's tough. I feel like there has been a great disappointment for you here, and you may be having trouble trusting spirit. You may be having trouble trusting a person. It could be an opportunity. I mean, these cards are very person-oriented. But you really might be having a hard time trusting spirit, God, intuition, serendipity, signs, symbols. They might even be annoying. They might just be a burden, knowing that all these things exist, and them sort of feeling like they're not working in your favor, feeling that they're working against you, or that they're not pulling you towards what you really want. You still have hope. You still have a bit of trust, but it hurts to trust. It hurts to still believe in that stuff and to see it, maybe. That's tough. You might be more discerning and even cold and a little bit callous, but it's almost like you want things or people or spirit to prove to you that, to make amends and to prove to you, that type of vibe. Let's see what your guidance is. There could be also, if it's not a person or like a being, if it's an opportunity, you may be wondering if you should trust it. It's going to be a lot of work, and there's a lot of discernment going on for you. Okay, Can you really do this? Are you really capable? Are you ready? Do you even want to? You know, is this the right opportunity? I don't feel like you do, but it might be something that you see will take you to where you need to go, but it's not the thing that you necessarily really want to do. So you're torn. You don't quite know what decision to make. A part of you wants to use your logical mind and go, yeah, you know what? It's on the surface a decent opportunity. It's a good opportunity, and I should take it because it will take me to the path that I want to go on. However, there's a part of you that just goes, this ain't it for me. What's the guidance here, please? What's the guidance here? Here and now. Woo! I promise to love faithfully. I'm just checking if I did it already. I didn't. Your guidance is not as conclusive as I would have liked it to be, but it might be. Happy at the top of the deck. So, building blocks to me says things aren't ready. But here and now says be in the now. So this is what I'm thinking. I think there's something about this thing that you're looking to the future. It's just that the future isn't here. Now is here. So what are you really building towards if the future isn't necessarily here? If this thing hurts you now, but will be better in the future, And in the case of people who are having trouble trusting someone, with here and now, I'm getting take it slow. With here and now, I'm seeing it take it slow and not to force yourself to trust immediately. But that doesn't mean don't enjoy or don't allow yourself to enjoy, because it's tough. It's really tough. When you have lost your trust in someone or a being, it's hard to even enjoy the good stuff that comes your way. You deny yourself that smile for fear that you'll be unsafe again to be hurt, open to be hurt again. And that's a tightrope to walk. But here it says take things slowly. Allow yourself the grace to trust again. And look at things now. Look at things moment by moment, like quite literally moment by moment. And as you're going to bed, as you're in the shower, dwell in the possibilities, dwell in the wishes, dwell in the image that you want for yourself. If it's for you and a partner, dwell in the image that you, in the vision, of what you want, ideally. It doesn't have to be with this person in that placeholder. It could just be a placeholder where it would feel so good to feel like this, and that, and have that be operating in the background. While in the present, you are taking things moment by moment, day by day, and you are slowly, very, very slowly, in another background, building slow trust blocks and not pushing yourself here, but allowing it to happen, allowing that smile to come through and holding yourself before you seize up and lash out, because it happens. Building trust again in a broken relationship is so fucking hard, dude. It's not easy. If this is an opportunity that you see in the future could improve, but now is burdensome, I need to read Building Blocks. I need to read that. That has something here. I need to read that. I opened up right to it, too. Okay. Now is the time to address the cracks in the foundation. Awesome. In the foundations of your life. Perhaps your values have changed. Ooh. And it is time to strengthen your convictions and let go of the things that no longer serve the vision, hey now, you have for your life. Or perhaps you choose to ignore the signs that a situation or agreement you have entered into is not right for you. Remove the rotten pieces and reinforce your core moral strength and integrity. Now is a time for rigorous honesty, for you are called to renovate and upgrade your consciousness. Come through. You will be so happy when you do. Spirit has a spectacular blueprint for your life, far beyond your imagination. Don't be afraid to replace what's not solid. If this is about a relationship or whatever, be open with the person that you're with and work together in the now to rebuild what's been broken. That's not going to be easy, but it's definitely doable. Help them help you. Ask them to help if that's something that you want to do. Definitely imagine the type of relationship that you want, and that'll help soften what needs to be softened while being honest in the path that you're going towards, and see how that, be open to how that changes. Now, in terms of an opportunity, for those of you that's their story, still, imagine the kind of future that you want. And imagine the now that you want and the journey to that future. There is more than one way to skin a cat. And sometimes, yes, you do need to work quite hard and keep your nose to the wall, nose to the ground to keep going. This is a decision that you have to make. But for some of you, if your gut is telling you to not participate in or not make this decision, follow that. Pray about it. Ask God, ask the universe to guide you. But pray about it, because it may not be the only way for you to reach where you need to reach. And who knows if where you want to reach is still where you want to go, or if this path is really the best path for you. It could be the general path, it could be the way things are, but is it going to be the actual best path for your highest good right now? You really have to be honest with yourself and see if this commitment is what you want to commit to. Or if you even have to commit to it right now. If things are shaky for you and aren't on solid ground, don't make promises that don't reflect where you are right now. But also all of where you are right now. A part of you might want something but be afraid of it and not trust it. And that's an honest right now. Not the right now of I'm so angry or I'm so angsty and so that's the truth. No, all of it is the truth. The angstiness, the anger, the mistrust, and the hope, and the passion, and the dream are also real. That all of it works is a realness. So taking stock for you, number one, is going to be a nice part of your guidance for you to really imagine where it is you want to be. Use that as an internal intuitive guide for the kind of life that you want for yourself. And use that as a guide to bring you back on course for where you want to go and how you want to do it. But definitely make decisions that make sense for you for now and informing the future. It's a bit of a dance. It's a bit of a dance. Okay? I wish you everything. Keep your light on and good luck. I really hope this served you. If you'd like a private reading, a personal reading, the information for that is in the description box below. I wish you everything. I really hope that I can hear from you in the comments and I can hear how this hit for you, if it even did. That would be great to hear from you. Share it with a friend. Keep your light on and good luck. Okay? Hey, number 4. Hey, number 4. What are you thinking, number 4? What are you thinking? Release your ex, and this could be the one. Release your ex, and this could be the one. Oh, boy. Somebody's having a hard time between making a decision. Maybe. 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 This looks like someone who is holding on to something, while with the other hand is reaching out for something else. Yeah. Right? Am I wrong? I could be. Someone who is still energetically tied to one thing and hoping for and feeling and experiencing something else. And that's difficult, isn't it? It really is. It's tough. It's tough. It's something small. I should say rather, it's something sweet, right? It's something. It's like going on a first date with somebody and you feel that potential because maybe you had some really deep conversations or a deep moment and you still had some fun with them. And yet you're energetically still tied to another person or the idea that no one can love you or, you know, once they find out this thing about me, they won't, ... And it's sort of this being tied to this sort of old story and this new opportunity that is still young and fresh, but has the potential and a sniff, a whiff of something more, but holding oneself back with something old, something borrowed, something blue. And not fully feeling and enjoying the new. It's difficult. It's a difficult thing to sever, and it's hard to sever it. And you know it's there, and you are trying. You know, a part of you is trying, and that's how you've gotten to the point of even giving yourself an opportunity to experience the new from being held back by the shit, the stuff. That's a really difficult place to be, and my heart goes out to you. It could be with a person, it could be with an opportunity, you know. What if, you know, you have this good interview or this position and they say, hey, we'd like for you to come to an interview, or hey, we really enjoyed your interview, we'll be emailing you after we do a background check, and you're afraid that they might find something in your background check, or you're afraid that you may not get a good recommendation from the people that they're going to pull referrals from. You may be afraid that they'll look closer at something that you just submitted and find fault. It's sort of that energy of they'll find something wrong with me and I will lose this new thing, and I will never have that new thing. And the new thing, though, is so exciting, but I don't want to be too excited because they'll find this out. But you're still going for the new thing, and that's nice. You've still gotten to the point where you've not stuck here forever. You've branched off and said, I'm still going to try for new things, but this is still, you know, coming with you. So let's get your guidance here. Let's get your guidance for this. What's the guidance for this, please? What's the guidance for this person in this scenario? The scenario. Yeah, man, buddy. Oh, buddy boy. Buddy boy. I love when a plan comes together. I geek out over my own readings, bro. Many people do, but I really be geeking out in my publicly. Never-ending story is quite literally that whole thing that I was talking about. I fucking love it, dude. I'm gonna read that to you right now. Let's get some validation. Let's let you hear yourself, yeah? Actually, Never-ending Story in the upright is that. I forget what Never-ending Story in the reverse is, but Never-ending Story is about that never-ending story that we tell ourselves. And it's just not true anymore. Or maybe it once was, but there's more to that truth. Like you deserve so much more, you know? We deserve so much more than thinking all these negative things that bog ourselves down when there are people who see so much more from us than the shit that we see for ourselves. It's such bullshit, and I hate it. I hate it for you. With Never-ending Story in reverse, it talks about avoiding drama, especially when it comes to other people's stuff. and your sensitivity is an overload, and you're best served by keeping your distance. But your mantra is not my circus, not my monkeys. All the drama will pass, and you will carry on unscathed and blameless. Now, if this is to do with an opportunity that has come for you to move, and your baggage, your ex, the energy that's pulling you away is actually leaving your family and you moving elsewhere and them no longer sort of being able to rely on you. It could be you going to school or you doing something that could be something good for you, but it hurts and like affects other people in a negative sort of way that feels. Yeah, Never Ending Story says, not my circus, not my monkeys. Tough. Ugh. That's really tough. I feel like you really need to think about this one. Is it really going to affect them as hard as you think it is? Because this is a man who, he's suffering in a different kind of way. Like, he's all right. On this end, they really don't got nothing. They don't got nothing. But on this side, he's really, he's safe, he's warm, it's like a first world problem. It's still a problem, though. Spilt milk is still spilt milk. I don't knock that. But for those of you that hits, where it is something else that you are afraid is going to affect other people, it's really tough. But with Never Ending Story, it says, your mantra with this is not my circus, not my monkeys. If there are other people involved, I mean, even Observer says, like, step all the way back, okay? Like, even Observer says, step all the way back. It talks about everything that your life options are suction cupped to your face, and you can't see beyond yourself. There's a big world out there, a multitude of realities that you're unable to perceive at present. You're a little stuck. Okay, so what? It's time to get advice from someone you trust, someone who has a better perspective on your circumstances. Other points of view are needed now before you move forward. Take heart. A beautiful vista is waiting for you to drink in. You just need a little help widening your scope beyond your small self. And this, baby, is the smallest of selves, the never-ending story that says, nah, baby, nah, stay back. They don't want you. You're not worthy. You can't do it. There's something wrong with you. Do that. Take a breath. Take a breath and take a couple steps back. Breathe. Okay? If it's an opportunity with a person, place, thing, experience that feels really good and exciting, and that excitement triggers your that, take a breath. Take a breath. And soothe that small self of yours, that story that you tell yourself that things won't be okay. You don't actually know that. You cannot, without a shadow of a doubt, say that things are not going to be okay, that things won't work out. Until they don't. You can't tell the future. There's a lot of readers that try to, though. You can go to them. I don't do predictive readings. Predictions do come out, though. What am I seeing here? I'm seeing someone who needs to take a step back and take care of themselves. Take care of that psyche. Take care of that part of them that is saying all this junk. Take care of that baggage. If there is an ex, if this is romantic, and you are someone who's dealing with an ex who truly you are having a hard time releasing, or they're still around and you guys are friends with benefits, but you've met someone new, is it worth, leaving this relationship with this person, situationship, to go towards this? Who knows how that's going to end up? You don't know that. You don't know how it's going to end. You don't know the future in this circumstance. What I'm seeing here as far as guidance is not so much knowing that stuff, but being there for yourself in the moment of these triggers. Because these triggers, whatever this trigger is, shows up in this circumstance and in other circumstances in your life, and it will show up in the future, and it has showed up in the past. And unless you sort of attend to those triggers, those thoughts, those relationships, situationships, experiences, whatever, this will keep playing out and keep holding you back and holding you down. So having a good conversation with yourself will be really helpful. Yeah, take the time to deal with you. And from that space, move at a pace that makes sense. Make decisions at a pace that makes sense. Because you may not even have to make a decision necessarily. It may just be your triggers sounding so loudly that they just want attention. You know? So give them the attention that they need to, and soothe yourself. Self-soothe. Self-soothe. I wish you everything. I really do. You're gonna be okay. You're self-soothe. Be with yourself, okay? And pray. If you're a praying person, ask the universe for help. Ask someone for help. Ask for strength and bravery. I wish you everything. Keep your light on. Good luck. If you'd like a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. I would love to read a comment from you in the comment section if this hit for you at all. That would be nice. Otherwise, I wish you everything. I really do. You're special. You're amazing. Just because I said so. There. I'm the authority. I wish you everything, okay? Keep your light on. Good luck. Do, 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 do.